Now, it doesn't matter what team you support. We're all suckers for what? Fluid football. We all love fluid football. It's why we watch the game. It's why we love football. Students of the game, admirers of the game. Juventus, the old lady, is top of the league. Juventus, back-to-back 3-0s. Back-to-back clean sheets. Back-to-back fluid football. But there's so many things to discuss. There's a particular player that, in my opinion, was man of the match. And we will definitely touch on it. But if you're new, make sure to subscribe. Make sure to hit the like. It helps the channel grow. But most importantly, make sure to let me know what you think, how you think the game went. So, Thiago Motta knew. He knew I needed a master plan to get Juventus their second win of the season. Why? Because this is a ground, the Marc Antonio Bentagoni, this is a ground that Juventus have only really tasted victory in twice in their last 10 encounters. Their last 10 visits, they've only won there twice. So what was Thiago Motta's master plan? It's a 4-2-3-1. I remember looking at the team and I was like, sweet, what's changed? Kenan is in the 10. Dusan Vlahovic is up front. I see Cambiasso on the right-hand side with Savona, another Juventus next generation player, given the keys, given responsibility, given permission to go out there, play his football. Listen, if you impress, you make that position your own. But Cambiasso is the player that I want to focus on very quickly. I'm watching the game and I'm automatically expecting Cambiasso to be bombing up and down, dynamic, putting crosses into the box, getting shots off on goal. I'm looking at Cambiasso and I'm thinking, fluid football. There's a reason why the title is fluid football. Fluid football because I saw a Thiago Motta team transition into a 3-2-5. And this is where it shocked me. It surprised me because I was like, this is what I admire in Thiago Motta, which is his bravery, which is he favours the skill set of players and puts them in areas where they can have an impact. To me, it felt like Cambiasso was playing close to Kenan Yildiz, to Dusan Vlahovic. It became like a little triangle in the centre. And they would all just bounce the ball off one another with the right-hand side being occupied by Savona. But now, let's look at the goals. Let's look at the goals. That's why everybody's here. Let's look at the goals. Goal number 1, it comes from Juventus counter-pressing down their left-hand side and they win the ball back. Now, this is the beauty of a Thiago Motta team, which is they're aggressive on the ball, but they are so aggressive off it. They want to win that ball back. And when they win it, there's no dilly-dallying. They are direct. They are going for the kill. Kenan receives the ball into a dangerous area. Now, listen, everybody knows how much of a fan I am of Kenan Yildiz. But once again, the kid, he shows his ability. He shows his high IQ. He shows that understanding that he has with Dusan. And most importantly, Dusan Vlahovic. He shows he knows how to put the ball into the back of the net. Kenan receives the ball, charges forward. Now he knows. Kenan is facing play. He can see everything ahead of him. He knows. I need to put this ball into an area where Vlahovic can just run onto it. I need to put it into a dangerous area where I'm now asking the bare minimum out of Vlahovic. Either run onto it and strike it first time, run onto it, control and shoot. I need to set up my teammate. He put it into the dangerous area, but the thing that I love the most, and Dusan Vlahovic for me is one of the best strikers in Europe. The thing I love about it the most, the control with the right foot, but then to open your body up and slot into the keeper's right with your left foot. It's a 2-touch finish. And it was beautiful, especially when you can see 2-3 defenders charging in. But those two are building a crazy understanding with one another because they both bring different things to the table. Dusan brings the movement, the ball striking, the finishing. Kenan, he brings that dynamism, that dribbling in the centre. And as long as them two continue to play close to one another, Juventus will score goals. Now, the second goal, and there's a reason why at the beginning of the video, I touched on Cambiasso. There was a reason. Listen, I had a master plan as well. I told you guys. To me, it felt like Cambiasso was playing closer to Dusan, to Kenan. That ball for the second goal. That ball all started off with Cambiasso. Cambiasso passes it to Mangula. The cross comes in. Savona with the header. You guys need to go back and watch that first touch by Cambiasso. When I tell you, he kills the ball dead. Even when I was watching it, I was thinking, why are you smashing the ball like Cambiasso? The touch, it caught me by surprise. I was sat and I was like, this is impressive because another player doesn't control that pass. But once again, it shows the understanding of the game, the in-game intelligence, but most importantly, a team that wants to play with one another. He receives the ball in a central area where he's got the whole field ahead of him. He can run, shoot. No. He knows Mbangula is out wide. He's got time. He's got space. He's got the quick feet. Makes the pass in. And then Savona. Now, this is a kid. Juventus next generation. This is a kid that's playing at right back. But you can see it's the fact that they want to get involved in the action. They're brave. They push forwards. They get involved. Goals, assists, I'm there. You're right back, flying into the box to win a header. And at the end of the day, I don't know who scored it. Savona, Dusan, Vlahovic. The fact that he was there, occupying space, getting onto the end of things, it tells you everything about Thiago Motta and the way he wants his team to play, which is when we're on the ball, we all attack together. There's no restrictions. Get forward. Make yourself available. But of course, when we lose the ball, you better counter press to win it back, just like they did with the first goal. Finally now, my man of the match. A player that I feel like doesn't always get involved in the more offensive action, but he just... If you watch him, you understand the game. And it's so nice to see him back in his natural form. And for me, it was Locatelli. I'll be honest, for me, Manuel Locatelli was the man of the match. Now, you're probably sat wondering why. Juventus is a 4-2-3-1, and there's a reason why it's labelled fluid football. I saw so many different transitions today, but the majority of the times, it was a 4-1-4-1. With HAJJ pushing up. So now they've got 5 players in attack, but at the same time, they've got 5 players in defence. All of it being anchored by Manuel Locatelli as that lone pivot. He just impressed me because of how he just kept everything circulating. He isn't the fanciest of players. He isn't the best of ball carriers, tricks in tight areas, but you give him the ball, he circulates. If you're struggling on the ball, he's always there to help you, take it off you. If you push forward, just like this example, Gatti bombs forward into midfield, Locatelli spots it. He goes and slots as a right-sided centre-half, temporarily. But it's these small things which maintain shape, maintain structure, and they impress me. But if we were to look into his game, 95 successful passes out of 101, 5 out of 7 long balls, 5 out of 6 duels won all over the pitch, and 8 defensive actions. Like, you can even see from his heat map. In the first and second phase, he was everywhere. And it helped Juventus a lot. Defensively, it helped them play out at the back. And in my opinion, he was man of the match. Now, if you're new, make sure to subscribe. Make sure to hit the like. Make sure to let me know what you think in the comments. And I'll catch you guys on another one.